What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I keep saying I will stop doing it, but we did it again. Welcome back to our newest series, Small Iowa Cattle Farm. So to start the series off, we just arrived in Monteith, Iowa. I think what the map is, Monteith, Iowa, in 1975. As you can see, right here we have a 1970s F-150. So I bought a Century, Iowa farm via a farm auction, and we're gonna go check it out. I don't know what's on the farm. All I know is that they said it is suitable for cattle. So I would assume there'd be a chopper and just random assortments like that. So it's right over here, and then we will do a tour of the map as well. And as you can see, we have $30,000 to start our farming experience. Not much, and I'm driving up the wall. Okay. So it's right down this dirt road, I believe, but I'm not like I said, not 100% for sure. So we'll get out there, and then we will do a farm tour. And then a tour of the map. So there will be mostly like a little bit of driving around this episode. And so we're gonna just get out there, and then so we're coming up on it right here. We'll go back to turtle speed at 14 miles an hour. So we're pulling in here. So this is what it says as you first pull in. Century Farm. So it's been owned by the last guy had owned it for over 100 years. Well, actually no, it was my great grandpa. He started farming this land back in 1822. Had cattle. He mostly just stuck with cattle because it was the easiest thing to run. So we're gonna over 100 years. Here's our mailbox. I want to check the mail since no one's been here since like it's currently 1975. No one's been here since 1860. My grandpa passed away in 1899. My great grandpa passed away in 1893. So, okay, no mail, surprising. So let's head on over here. So right here, he's got no cows on the farm. That's something else we may do, is buy cows this episode. So he's got a cow-calf pen. And we'll head on up the area. So he's got the cow-calf pen. That'll hold, I think, 6 mama cows and then 6 yearlings. So let's pull on up here. There's the house built in 1812. So there's the cow-calf pen. Here's our feed silo that will put the corn that's over there. He planted that last year and then left it, which I'll show that field off later. So this is where the cattle feed will go. So you pull right here, and then pull in right here with a forage wagon, and then dump into this, and it'll go into there. You can see the tube right there, it goes up. So, and then on the other side of it, we've got he has a Meyer feed wagon, a Meyer Formula F470 feed wagon. And then right here, he's got the bin sites, which I don't think he didn't use the bin site much. But I think those will hold like 10,000 bushels of grain. And then over here, we've got the manure pits. And a Meyer or H&S 3231 heavy duty spreader for manure. Here's the manure pit. So we'll back the manure spreader here up to the pit here when we have cows. So, and then out here's the cornfield he planted last year and then forgot to harvest or forgot to chop. I think he left it for me on purpose because he knew I was going to be taking over. But we'll pop up on the map once we're back in the truck, and I'll actually show you what all land we own. I believe he only owns, oh yeah, here's the house, and here's his dog, Bo. Come on, Bobo. Oh, what? So, come on, Bo. So if we do this, just watch. What? Oh yeah, Bo is in there. So Bo jumps in the bed of the truck. So we talked about that stuff. And then as we pull right on up here, so he's got a 25-foot gooseneck livestock trailer that we will use in this episode to do to go pick up 6 mama cows. So there's the gooseneck trailer. And then over here's where we'll get our fuel. It's diesel compatible and gasoline compatible. And then a 30 by 60 storage shed. Right now currently there is round bales in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 round bales. And then right out here he's got an old Farmall M with the bale spear on it, bale forks for the cows. So that's that. And then right here's an old Quonset storage shed. I think like a 30 by 20 or 20 by 30. No, a 30 by 60 Quonset storage shed. I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet. Maybe when we upgrade equipment we will. But as we walk back over here to this side of the there's Bo. Over here, here's an old corn crib that doesn't get used anymore. He used it back in the 1800s to store like just corn. And then back here is just an old like just abandoned shed that he built and then forgot about. And then here's the old Peterbilt he used to use back in the, it's a, well, no, this one came from the, I don't know where this Peterbilt came from. I guess it, wait, no, he owned, so it's 1975. No, yeah, 1975. This Peterbilt's a 1959 Peterbilt. So he bought the farm. So, and then he bought all the equipment in like the early 60s. So, and then here's a Farmall 1066 International 1066 Turbo, narrow front, pulling a case 955 12-row planter, which we will be using in maybe episode 3 or 4 of the series. So, and then the house was built in 1812. And then over here's a 90 by 120 cold storage shed. It'll hold probably, I don't know what I'm gonna put in there yet. And then on the other side of it's the International 450 disc that we're gonna be using. And then over here's where the feeder calves will go once they become yearlings. Once they turn 1 year old, we can move them over here to the pasture, feed them out, and then they will become steers. Then we can sell them. Now over here, here's a Farmall 1206 turbo diesel pulling with 125 horsepower, pulling a Case IH forage harvester with a 2-row head. And then the forage harvester is hooked to a Meyer feed wagon, or Meyer silage silage wagon. So now we're gonna head on back to the truck. We're gonna walk back to, actually kind of run back. We're gonna put a pep in our step, getting back to the truck. And then we're gonna hook up to the livestock trailer, go purchase some cows. And then we might, you know. So we're hooked up. Now we're gonna head down to the livestock yard. And then go purchase some livestock, so that we will have a decent cattle operation. There's a bin site I probably will never own. Darn it. So once we get up to the livestock yard, once we get back to the farm from dumping, you got Bo back there is riding with us. And then once we get back from the livestock yard, I will pull up on the map and show you guys what we own field-wise. But so wait, I ran all the way out into the intersection. Well, hold on, let me back up. So yeah, I ran all the way out into the intersection there. So nothing's coming, we're good to keep going. There's the dealership, which we will be using a bunch from them if we ever decide to upgrade. There's the co-op, which you guys will see also in this episode, because I'm gonna bring the 1066 with the 12-row planter to get it to top it off with seed. And then I already crashed my truck. But right here is the RCC where we can get our truck painted. Okay, we're here, so let's go ahead and switch to turtle speed. So we have arrived at the livestock market. I always do this part in third person because I don't think I could do it in first. So let's go ahead and get back to the door to buy some cows. So we're going to try and make this series as realistic as possible. Go all the way back right there. Let's go 6 beef calves. And then 2, we're good. So we're going to go ahead and so we bought 6 beef calves. So now we're gonna head back to the farm. Unload the 6 beef cows, and then jump on the 1066, bring it into the dealership, get loaded up with fuel, not fuel, but seed, and then we will come back and then prepare for planting season 1975. Not in episode 1, we won't be planting, but we will be planting in episode maybe 3 or 4. Probably 3, because episode 2 we're going to chop the silage that my great-grandpa decided to leave. So, yep. We're going to get back to the farm. And then I'll also probably paint the truck next episode as well. I don't know. If I paint the truck, then we will probably go like a red color, but right now I kind of like the original color of the truck. So yeah, you can see we're having difficulties getting, but we made it back. So we're gonna go ahead and get backed into the gate. I'm gonna pull right, well, I'm gonna stop right there so that way it gives me room to get like back to the gate, kind of square, like right there. So now let's go ahead and unload all. So we unloaded all 6 mama cows. We'll head on out and show you guys the calves. I may throw a couple, yeah, for episode 1, I'll throw a couple bales in the, we're just going to put the trailer back where it was. And then episode 1, I am going to throw a couple bales in with them using the Farmall M. So really, there's where the trailer was parked. For now, I'm gonna park the truck here, and then run on over. Hold on, I wanna try something. I wanna see if we can put well, we can. I know we can put the So man, it's been a while since I've actually ran one of these. So we got a bale. I don't know. I want to see. Well, actually, for now, we're just gonna use the Farmall M and just like. Hold on, I want to see. Maybe can we like. Well, darn it, I'm gonna have to fix the wagon now, but. So we can't mix it in with the feed. So I'll probably give them like 2 bales a day. Yeah, 2 bales a day should be plenty of hay until we chop silage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get morning chores done. So that we can, yeah, 2 bales a day should be a perfect number of hay. But once we get done with the hay bales, we're gonna take the International 1066 into the shop, or into the not the shop, but into the co-op, so we can fill up with seed. But now that we have our cattle farm going, so there's the last bale that the hold on, I'm gonna have to hold on, okay, I'm good. Well, apparently I'm taking a cow. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, okay, cow, you're gonna have to get off of the tractor. off the tractor. So, okay, we got that taken care of, which that took the calf. The cow didn't want to get off of the trailer or tractor. So once we get this parked and then get back from the co-op, I'm gonna show you guys the cows real quick, and then that'll be the end of episode 1 of the small Iowa hay farm or cattle farm. Well, yes, we can fit the Farmall M in the shed. So that's where that's gonna get parked. Now we're gonna take the 1086 or the I may just use the truck. Yeah, we'll probably just use the truck. So we'll bring the planter around and then detach it from the 1066, so that way we can at least run a little bit of a faster speed. So right there, and then I'll park the 1066 there. So we're gonna get backed up to the planter with the 70s Ford, and then we're gonna book it into the co-op to go get the load. Well, we left the dog behind, but that's okay. He's gonna stay back and watch the farm for us while we're talking with the co-op guys. Yeah, I know I'm off-roading, but that's what this truck is for. Is kinda off-roading. But yeah, we're gonna get back up on the dirt road. So let's actually try and make the stop. Now, how far out into the intersection did we go? Well, not very far, but okay, a little too quick on the turn there. But yeah, I know we're about to drive up the wall, and apparently we got stuck, so let's go ahead and go right. No, wrong one. It's one over. So here's the co-op. Okay, so we're gonna just take you guys on a walk around tour once I get this. Well, I'm not selling any seed. I'm buying more seed. Hold on, I go right there. Nope, back up. Right. Hold on. Why is it not doing it? Why won't it let me do what I want it to do? Hold on. Let me get right there. Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and like try and get this as straight as we can. So like right there. Now let's go ahead and buy more seed to fill the planter with seed. Okay, so it's full. So the co-op, here's the co-op. It's got bin sites, a bin site. Here's the granary part of it. Trucks will pull in here, unload, and then here's where you would purchase like your cattle feed or hog feed, which I don't think the store opens. It doesn't. So, and then the RCC over there I'll show off in maybe another episode. You've already seen the gas station. And then, hang on, I think someone's here. So here's the main office for the co-op. There's a water tower over there, which you guys have already seen. Here's the main office. And then over here is bale purchase, bale sell, and bale purchase. And then they've also got a diesel and gasoline fill site if you need it. But I do recommend going in and downloading this game. So you can purchase, I'm not gonna do it, but you can purchase you can purchase 16 round bales, no, 18 round bales to 14 square bales, and then they'll appear over here. You just drive up alongside them and then you load up. But yes, the game is $7.99 on the App Store and Google Play. And then there is DLC pack, which I will go over in other episodes. But for now, let's get back to the farm. And then this will be once we get back to the farm, that'll be the end of episode 1. So we will, okay, I did not want to jump over the, so we're gonna book it, well, not book it, but head back to the farm, and then get, so we're not gonna miss our turn. It's a direct shot from the co-op back to the farm. But yeah, I know I'm a little bit of a reckless driver. So with us having $14,000, there is something else I would like to, well, we can't. I don't know how much the hold on, let's go ahead and check that, because I do like to do off-roading as well. No, that's hay equipment. Well, still not enough. Definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. But we can still buy a dirt bike for $8,000, which we will do. So we bought a dirt bike. So to start the rest of the series off, we're gonna end up with $5,000 at the end of. Okay, we're gonna end. Yes, I just like totally missed my turn. Well, yep. So we're gonna get the planter back. I'm not gonna put it in a shed. Well, because I don't know really if that's the right idea. So we're just gonna park it back where it was, over here, like right here. And then we're gonna go get the 1066, get it hooked back up to the planter. And then go from there. And then we will go we'll go grab the dirt bike. So we're gonna get the 1066 back over with the planter, get it hooked up, and then maybe after the season of planting, we'll put it in a shed. But as of right now, no to the shed. So we're gonna probably do. So we're gonna probably do corn. Well, yeah, we're doing corn. So here's the dirt bike. We're gonna do a lot of off-roading in this series. Well, we're not doing anything cattle, but first things first, I want to hit this jump. So now we're just driving the dirt bike. Oh, hold on, I want to do it. Oh, no, we're gonna do it. Now we're just gonna ride the rest of the way back to the farm, popping a wheelie. So I hope you guys enjoyed I'll probably put in the cold storage shed. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put this in the cold storage shed because I don't want this getting damaged. So 30 minutes later, we as well as my truck. We'll park the truck in the cold storage shed as well. So yeah, we'll back it in because I'm not gonna back it out. So we're gonna back in to our garage / cold storage shed. So yeah, I'm thinking like right. Well, hold on. Let me try and get a little bit like right there. I think's a good spot. Yeah, right there's a good spot. So we're gonna shut the doors, and then why won't this door? Okay, it opened. Now we're good. So hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of the series. We'll do a little dance because we ended up. We still had a great video. So I hope you got. Oh yeah, and dancing's also one of the features of the game. So peace.